Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, this is going to be, what is your person working on in their journey, on their side of the journey? And how do they feel they are making progress with that? And then what's happening energetically in the connection on the deepest levels while they're doing this work? How are they contributing to the process between the third energy? So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for my viewer's person? How is your person navigating the energy at this time? What can we see? How do they feel they are doing with the progress regarding what they are working on any level? And how is it affecting the connection, the shared space? Okay, I saw a card flip up. So how is my viewer's person working on the connection in general? On their conscious mind. Ooh, the moon. So it's shrouded in mystery. So I'm getting that there is a secret, a surprise, it's like a science project. I'm feeling this energy of don't come in, I'm busy doing something. It feels like a good surprise. It feels like something you're not meant to know, viewer. How do they feel like they are doing with that? Okay, free will in the proper. I love this card, the Five of Swords in the inverse, because that shows accountability. And I'm feeling like your person is taking personal accountability for whatever they've got going on behind the scenes right now. So they feel like it's a win for them that they're not sharing this with you, that they are... It's giving me the feeling of cleaning up karma, removing certain things from their life that you may find unsavory, I just heard. So anything they haven't wanted to face you with, viewer, it feels like they're taking accountability for that stuff. Habits, addictions, extra energies, belief systems, whatever it is, they are dealing with it. It's theirs to deal with. It's not yours. You could say they're protecting you from it, but it has no business in your connection. What is this doing for your connection? Cellular light, bioluminescence, self-illumination, and simplicity. So your person is setting the stage for this fresh new energy. I started channeling a fresh new energy coming in yesterday. And so this is a continuation of that particular aspect where they are wiping the slate clean with whatever does not come forward with you, viewer. And this is things that you don't know about, because the moon here, it is basically none of your business, but it has been affecting your connection and the fresh start that you can have. It won't affect your connection anymore, because when your person takes full accountability for whatever this is, it no longer affects them, and therefore it no longer interferes or affects you. Okay, viewer, what is your person working on directly as it relates to you? Oh, union prep. So 1111 union card here. It did come out in the inverse, so that's why I'm using the word preparation. So they are directly working on something that's laying a foundation internally. This can be getting their mindset into spiritual relationship, sacred connection. The wands are all about the soul and that foundation of righteousness, I'm hearing. How do they feel they're doing with that? It remains to be seen. This is also the Three of Wands. So we got the Four of Wands to the Three of Wands. They might be feeling like they take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but that's okay, because sometimes that can be am I sure? And what do I still need to do? It feels like they wanted to come forward recently and then had to go back and clean up whatever this thing was, because they realized that they weren't as free as they thought they were to go forward. That's going to differ for everyone, but it feels like that. It feels like they're learning they can't come forward to you if they are not free and clear to pursue. And it looks like something that they're not telling you came up in their minds that they had to take care of before they could fully come forward. What is this doing to the, what is this doing to the energetic? Seal of fulfilled transformation, karmic completion, alchemy, metamorphosis, and Pleiadian Stargate, freedom, sensitivity, beauty, sensuality. So whatever their karma was, it was limiting them from being fully at ease, fully sensual, fully present in freedom. So yeah, something came to their mind when they thought about coming forward most recently, and they realized a greater sensitivity, or you may have shown them energetically or in the 3D, you may have impressed upon them that they still needed purification, that something they thought wasn't that big of a deal still, or wasn't influencing them as much as it was brought to their attention. What can we see for how your person viewer is working on the heart space? They're walking away from things that no longer emotionally serve. So broken glasses, I'm seeing things being broken, and it's giving the feeling of lack of control of emotions, angry outburst, frustration, suffering, lower vibrational emotional suffering. So they're really clearing that out, wanting to walk away from anything that causes those sorts of imbalances and go towards their wish fulfillment and the ultimate happiness here. So yeah, on the heart space, they are working on getting over the things that haven't allowed for this kind of balance and freedom. They are resting right now. They are integrating. The Four of Swords comes after the Three of Swords, which is a card of heartache. Oftentimes, the heartache in the Three of Swords is our perception of things that feels bad to us. So seeing things in underdeveloped ways that cause us to interpret it and experience suffering. There's always a love-filled way to interpret things. And if we can't see the positive in something, then we do need to remove ourselves from it. But both of those things create heartache. It looks like your person has been actively removing the swords out of their own heart, these faulty logic ways of looking at things that are emotionally skewed. And so they're walking away from self-sabotage or telling themselves suffering stories. They've pulled those swords out of their own heart, and they see how perpetuating this emotional disturbance, imbalance in their life was creating the heartache. It was a self-perpetuating mode that they were in of the heartache, and now they're resting from that. So it does look like they have, on the heart space, something here has helped shape their safety, their balance, their peace, and they've learned they don't need to keep doing that with you in some regard. What is the third energy? Spiritual strength, virtue, and valor. So they're aligning with righteousness. They're aligning with truth. They're aligning with progress here because they're no longer in that karmic drama loop. They've seen the light with something, and this connection on the heart space has helped foster this rest from whatever that strife was. What are they working on in the heart space for you, viewer? Oh, the missed opportunities from the past. I always think of this rat as sort of hoarding this wine, a scarcity belief that there won't be more in the future. So they do have a certain sense of regret on the heart space here, but they're really savoring the awareness that they could have had, maybe 4 different opportunities to kick this off, to share their cup of love, and they've missed that because of whatever this faulty pattern was, this emotional loop that they were in. They've seen multiple opportunities where they could have bucked that system. How do they feel they're doing? They're making the changes. So, you have had to go through layers of the onion with this person is what I'm getting here. And they are now seeing that this connection is standing the test of time with the infinity symbol here, and they are making the choice. They're choosing to really learn from these missed opportunities with you and take this sacred heart space connection for what it is and allow it to help them overcome the factors that limited the potential here in the past. What can we see? Gate of returning, entrance, death, rebirth, and passage. So in this connection, you've had to go through these sharpening cycles, these teaching cycles, these elevating cycles, and your person is choosing to come into a reunion type energy here. They are working on being able to actively take part in this connection. What are they wishing to manifest? They're wishing to manifest freedom, passion, higher truth, a knowing. This is a card of the spiritual seeker, laying the burden at the altar and asking to be shown the way. And so, yeah, they're wishing to be shown the sacred path here, what the righteous path would be in this connection. How do they feel they're doing with that? Knight of Wands in the inverse. That's my player card. Hot and cold ghosting, temptation, weak energy. I love it when the way I read the cards for my specific soul connection readings. This shows me that they are deepening from that fickle, temporary energy into something more monogamous, that it's approaching the King and Queen of Wands, where there's self-worth and all-in kind of energy. So it does feel like they are deepening and seeing you in the ways that they can actually get behind honoring you as their one intimately on a soul level, sacred sexuality. What can we see for the third energy, the shared space? Universal attunement, repatterning, and guidance. Yeah, so through meditation, through learning, education, higher guidance, they're coming into alignment with sacred love, sacred energy. They are looking back at times when this connection wasn't aligned on that level, and they're learning from it. They're seeing where the two of you were at those times and doing their due diligence to bring themselves into a position where the factors that limited this connection are no longer hindering it. What can we see for the action they want to take? They want to offer love. They want to offer that right now. They don't want you to be the one that got away, I just heard. So yeah, they're becoming the love they wish to see in the world. And Seal of Metatron, form, structure, foundation, cosmology. Well, we have the star touching the earth coming down. So it's not so separate from them anymore. They're now learning that they can be the change they wish to see. They can be the embodiment of love. They can go all in without deferring to you having to go all in first before they show up in that open, vulnerable, all in energy. What is their biggest challenge? Not seeing the big picture, having to walk in humility, having to stay the course without attachment to outcome, letting go of control, staying balanced, staying in the awareness of the effects this connection has on others, possibly children involved. Take that how it resonates. They don't know all the answers, but they are, at a distance watching and allowing for the thing to unfold. But the challenge is that this is something they can't control. They can just show up and do their best at each step of reveal. And Chakra Kabbalah, spiritual path, life lessons, and karma. So they're learning in real time. This is an emperor energy, but it has the observer quality that doesn't make assumptions and doesn't interfere. This emperor is seated and observing, learning from just as much as they are seeing their influence. They're also having this feedback loop of the successes and depth and the learning as they go. What is the solution here? Prosperity and growth. So they're learning as they go so that they can do better. When they know better, they can do better. And so they're looking for ways for prosperity and growth. Being that this is in the inverse, they are doing things behind the scenes. We got this message with the King of Pentacles yesterday that likely your person is making financial decisions behind the scenes that they know are in their best interest, where they do believe it will be in the best interest of you, viewer. Oh, yeah. And the love. So the advice here is stay the course, focus on the love, do what's best for each at this time, and see how magically and beautifully that aligns, because it's best for each. If it's good for you, it's good for them. If it's good for them, it's good for you. If it's aligned, that's the way we roll. Quantum Continuator, a 44 card. So self-sustaining systems, fluidity, and abundance. So we have to do what's best for us. The moment that we start making decisions on behalf of someone else at our own expense, we get a wobble. This is saying if we continue to make the decisions that are best for us, we set this new foundation that is exponentially good for all involved. What is the direction in the near future? The Emperor showing up and the truth. So some ultimate balance is being struck here. Here are the eclipses. Here is the sword of truth being connected to the higher realms, decision making. Right now, everybody is coming into alignment with their most righteous path independently, which is allowing for the free and clear to pursue. I'm getting heavily through the eclipses, and after the eclipses, there are going to be foundational material realm evidence of the alignment coming in, and temple of meditation, communion, contemplation, and higher mind. So it's a tandem. It's in the higher realms. You don't even need to be collaborating in the physical when you're each making the choices best for you. If this is your aligned one, it will be bringing you closer to union, and you are contemplating in the higher realms with your higher selves anyways. And yeah, it does feel like we're paving the way for physical alignment to come in by setting that pure tone of righteousness in the energetic realms, aka our own mind space and heart space, and how we make our decisions in the world. That's being anchored. There's a form and foundation coming in for that, so that we're not going to be at odds within connections. We're only going to align with those that organically do actually align with us. All right. Many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.